Zach was mentioning how the air quality is a little bit better today. It's being replaced by severe weather. So just a heads up, we're going from the heat, the humidity, the oppressive heat, the heat warnings, now to a severe weather threat. And so this threat is all the way through tomorrow morning. You see on that scale of 1 to 5, it's at a 3. So an enhanced threat for all of southeast Texas. And you know what this setup reminds me of? It reminds me of what we saw with the derecho that went through. We had 2 tornadoes and then also the wind damage, the straight line wind damage. All weather systems are different, but it's the same type of heads up or warning that we're getting ahead of this storm. So let me show you what's happening right now. First of all, you see what's going on in North Texas, and we've had the severe thunderstorm warnings, the tornado warnings. Do you see how this is curving off to the east, and then what's happening in Dallas here just to the north of Waco is moving off more to the south. So the question is, does this keep moving off to the east, keep pushing away, or does the outflow actually make it into southeast Texas? And if that occurs, we're going to get storms this afternoon. If we don't get the outflow from these storms, it really will be late tonight into early tomorrow that we're going to get the storms. And both scenarios are possible. I'm looking at this. I could see it coming in at 2 o'clock this afternoon, or I could see it coming in at 2 o'clock in the morning. It just really depends what the outflow does here. Those are really tough to predict because they're a micro scale. And so some of the models will pick them up and others won't. So I'm going to show you the model that does pick it up. So here we are at noon, and these storms are just to the north of College Station. And then they're moving into College Station, Houston, Sugar Land, and Katy at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So I think the earliest the storms that arrive today would be 2 o'clock, and these can be severe. By the time we get to 4, they've moved through Houston, so you got a good couple of hours of heavy rain. They move along the coastline, and by the time we get to about 6, everything is out of here. So that's out of here. But then that next line comes in. It looks like this is the one that's going to be arriving overnight. Now, here we are 1 o'clock in the morning. If we don't get these storms early, these storms are going to be much stronger. If these storms do come through, it looks like those would be more passing showers. I just don't think it's going to have enough time to really get it going again. But again, we have 2 rounds of storms we're going to be tracking. So that first round, as far as rain amounts go, you got anywhere from a ½ inch to an 1.5 inches of rain here in the Houston area. There's some spots, they see this yellow color here and even the orangish color, that's 3 to 4 inches of rain. So that's a possibility. And because of those rain amounts, we do have a flood threat from Houston all the way off to the northwest. And so that's what we're going to be watching and tracking for today. Street flooding possible in Houston. And then as you head outside of College Station, you could really start to see some of the rivers or in the bayous really start to fill up. As far as the tornado risk, when we had the 2 tornadoes, was that 2 weeks ago, we were at a 5% risk. We're at a 2% risk, but notice it's for all of southeast Texas. So it's not 0, so be aware 1 or 2 tornadoes is possible again today. The wind risk is for all of southeast Texas. This is the same threat that we had just going back to 2 weeks ago. And so those straight line damaging winds are possible. And the reason is we have so much heat. When the storms come in, because they're coming into an environment where there's nothing there and it's dry, what you get is you just get the outflow and you just get this dropping of winds, if you will, that can fall 60 to 70 miles per hour. That's the kind of threat we have today. We also have a hail threat for all of southeast Texas. So I would say very easy to see pea-size or skill-size hail. It can be a little bit larger, maybe getting as high as a golf ball size hail. And that's for today into tomorrow morning. And then what you're seeing from Thursday, Friday into Saturday, and possibly even Sunday, is we're going to head into this hit and miss weather pattern where we're going to have a round of rain move through and then a break and then a round move in. And so it's not going to rain every day all the time, but there are times all the way through Sunday we could see storms. And also you're seeing a lower temperature, upper 80s, and mornings heading back into the mid 70s. So the trade-off from the excessive heat is we do have a severe weather threat for today, and then every day we'll track and see how strong these storms are going to be.